meditate on this. The subconscious mind is like a black hole. It's a vacuum. It pulls in everything that crosses its path. The portals or gateways to the subconscious mind exist on the human body, in the human body. Some of them are called ears, some of them are called eyes. And you receive certain signals and things and messages, etc., through these senses, through these tools for senses, sight, hearing, etc. But no matter what you do, no matter what you put in front of your ears, no matter what you put in front of your eyes, just understand that the subconscious mind is going to receive that and it's going to be embedded within you in perpetuity. It's going to be with you forever. And the people in power know this. The ruling class know this, and they do a damn good job of putting things in there that are not going to lead to quality of thought. It's important that you take control of this and try to embed things with high quality of thought into your subconscious mind, so that when they come back to the surface, when they come back, they pop out on the other side, they're fruitful. The things that are good for you, things that lead to quality of thought. So try to embed good things in your subconscious mind. Now that we know we have to program the subconscious mind, do that consciously, the next question becomes, with what? I believe we need to start with music. Music is very natural. Everybody loves music. They're even treating dementia with music, because music can take you to the past, bring you to memories, the vibe, everything is just seems to come into focus clearly. It's easily visualized when you put music and have a soundtrack to your life. And so what type of music do we listen to? You know, it's part of our daily ritual. It's part of our daily dealings and programming the subconscious mind. The type of music we listen to is very important. And think about quality of thought. Is your music going to nurture the idea of quality of thought? Or is it ratchet? Is it supremely ghetto? Is it trash? Or is it breathing life into you? Right? It's the difference between listening to, something that's promoting death as to something that's promoting life. Looking at some of the neurological effects that happen when you listen to certain types of music, nourishing the brain with that type of music. The TV shows you watch, the movies you watch. What type of shows do you watch, and how are you inspired by them? What are the images that are being implanted in your subconscious mind from the movies and TV and the media that you watch, from the things you watch on YouTube, etc., etc. If you look at one of those controversial stories about TikTok, I said that Chinese people, or the Chinese Communist Party, whatever, has a different algorithm than the one for the Western nations. The one in the Western nations, the kids are watching videos that go viral, doing pranks and all types of silly stuff. And China's algorithm is showing kids completing puzzles and doing math. These are the things they're promoting because they understand the programming of the subconscious mind is very important for the future of your people and where they're going. So with that same concept in mind, what type of media are you always being influenced by? What type of media do you constantly force yourself to be influenced by? What if we saw images of love all the time instead of images of destruction, war, etc., etc.?
What type of media is Hotep Jesus influenced by?
I like the old stuff. I like the classics. Mostly written work, literature. That's the type of stuff I listen to. I listen to a lot of lectures. One of my favorite lecturers is John Henrik Clarke, Dr. Kaba Kamene. Those are like two of my faves. I like listening to scholarly work, scholarly teachers. I go to bed to to chess videos, but I also need some gangster in my life. You know, I'm not perfect, but I need some, you know, I need some cartel gang member, you know, type programming. This is, you know, that's the stuff I happen to like. You know, I like violent movies. I like heists. I like heist movies, like The Italian Job and Ocean's 11 and, you know, those types of things. I like military movies. Like, I thought the new Top Gun was amazing. But I also try to be conscious of what I'm seeing, and so, you know, what's clear is we're gonna come across some content that is not going to nurture quality or high quality of thought. So what we have to do is we have to wrap this stuff with labels. So what you can do is when an image appears before your subconscious mind, what we can do is we can frame it. So when it gets embedded and it gets stored within your mental hard drive, it's filed in a folder, you know, marked bad, marked good, marked to question, marked, you know, you can label these things. So sometimes when things come into our subconscious mind, we don't frame it, we don't put a label on it. I think we have to say, okay, if I'm watching a movie and they're murdering people, let's say for instance, as we're watching this, we got to label that bad. This is bad. This is no bueno, right? And even some labels that your personal opinion might.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Candace Owens came out as white. What's going on, y'all? The Grift Report starts now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
What's up, people? Welcome to the Grift Report, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. I'm your host, the Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hey, yo. Hotep to all my peoples in Hotepistan.
Hotep.
What up, y'all? Wilmar, what up? Jack Reeves, what up? I see my wrenches. Justine and Jay, I see y'all. See my wrenches. In case somebody get a little bit loose in the chat, they tighten y'all up. All right, am I going to report on the open AI mess? I talked about that yesterday. So what happened with the OpenAI today? They said the new guy, the interim CEO, he said he wants to see evidence for why they sacked Sam Altman to begin with. He said if he don't see that, he leaving. ChatGPT on desktop is down. The mobile version's fine because you still have to submit that to Apple. So there's nothing they could really do as far as tampering. But somebody turned something off at ChatGPT before they left. Somebody turned something off at ChatGPT. Something is broken. Something is definitely broken. RIP Rumble, what happened? Rumble's not working? Rumble's working. It's working for me. It's not working for y'all. Oh shit. It's not working. Damn, Rumble. Oh no, it's working. No, we good. We good. Shout out to Rumble. Rumble's good. Hit the live button. That's what I did on desktop. I hit the live button and it kind of fixed it. They hired Sam back. I mean, that's what everybody wants. Sam working at Microsoft. Last time I checked, Sam working with Microsoft. Sam is working with Bill Gates last time I checked. Do I gotta show that to y'all? Yeah, got me jumping right into topics. Okay, so I see The Verge here. The Verge posted something that said, Sam Altman is trying to return as Open AI CEO. Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah. This is the latest story I heard. Hold on. Let me tighten y'all up. Microsoft hiring. Sam Altman won't solve its Open AI problem. And I'm assuming this is because they have exposure to Open AI. I think they're big investors. They put money into Open AI, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're still pushing for Sam's return. Okay. A move Microsoft CEO is open to. Yeah, either way, it's under Microsoft. Or not under, but the employees walked out. That was crazy. But we saw all this over the weekend. This is old news. Today's Tuesday. We talked about that yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I wrote an email today. Shout out to all my email subscribers, hotepjesus.com.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It's about mindfulness. You know, all the gurus out there say, you want to try and achieve mindfulness. I want to read something to you. Hold on. This is all improv. This is not planned. So let's see what happens here. I'm just logging in my email. All right. Let's go here. All right. So this email reads, this was sent to me. It says, and I hadn't read it. I'm going to read it now. Mindfulness means your mind is racing. Your mind is a racing mind with subconscious thoughts. Think of driving across town and forgetting the drive. That is mindless. 95% of our 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day are subconscious. When you are mindless, there is no room for anything. Mindlessness is running on a program and nothing can get in. Mindlessness literally means your mind is not working. Mindfulness does not mean mind is full of anything. Mindfulness means the mind is full of awareness, not thoughts. I'm going to come back to that part. I like that. In a state of pure awareness, anything and everything can get in. Jesus spoke extensively on this. Mindless mind of racing thoughts, literally nothing can get in. Love you, but you are flat wrong here, he says. Well, I guess that depends on what psychological school you come from. If you come from Freud, that's how you would think. But if you come from Jung, you're coming from a different angle. So I want to come back to something. He said mindfulness means the mind is full of awareness, not thoughts. Well, That's true, I guess, in the mindfulness world. But to me, how do you achieve awareness? How does one achieve awareness? How do you do this? Anybody in the chat can guess? Salute. What up? What up, Jules?
Hotep.
Anybody in the chat could guess? Justine says, what is awareness? It's a good question. Somebody said Alan Watts. He said he felt dirty after being on YouTube yesterday. Jordan S. says listening. Rue says experience. Kev, what up, yo? I'm playing Kev on Kevin's channel tonight. I'm playing him in chess tonight. We're going to talk politics and chess. Subconscious mind. Kevin Lewis said master focus. There we go. Make sure you activate that discount. You see it up there on the screen. Activate that discount. Aha. Nikki Johnson, MD, says, I don't know how you achieve awareness of your senses without thinking. Okay. Blockchip said, aware of being aware. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's more my school of thought. Becoming the watcher. Becoming the watcher. You have to, and you know, when I say be mindless, so let me read the email that I wrote for full context. Hold on. All right. So I said, to achieve peak mental clarity and health, the guru suggests the practice of mindfulness. However, I believe the problem is mindfulness. Everyone's mind is full and full of junk. You do not want a full mind. You want an empty mind. You want a mind with space so it can be a place of reception. A full mind has no room for God's suggestions. If you want an influx of uninterrupted streams of consciousness, what you really want is mindlessness. And this is something you achieve through meditation. You could throw on, I threw on the Western name, the Andre 3K Flute album, and started meditating. It's great meditation music. You know, so, you know, you want to connect to God, you got to come out of body. When you visualize, do you have thoughts? When you visualize, you empty the mind. We're getting too deep for a Tuesday.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com. I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Where is she? The queen of the hour, Miss Candace Owens. I saw this last night.
Can you answer why Jews are...
She going full hard right.
Can you answer why Jews are so special? Because as white people in this country...
Oh, that's soundbite right there.
Can you answer why Jews are so special?
Bro. Space Ghost 444. Why did the Twin Towers look like the number 11 on 9/11? Oh, come on, man. Disavow. Disavow. Don't you have to minimize all sensory input in order to be mindless? I think the opposite. The mind, I think of thoughts, right? It's two minds. You got your physical mind, the one that's here in the 3D, and then you got your etheric mind that lives in the 5th dimension, 6th dimension, or wherever it is. And that's the mind you want to access. You want to access the higher mind. I think some people say it's like above the crown chakra or some shit like that. I don't know. You got to ask the yogis. Kevin Espinal said, great show. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's go back to Candace.
Because as white people in this country,
and a lot of my theory just has to do with how I visualize. How I visualize my thoughts. So anyway, it makes sense to me.
On university campuses, we are being taught that we are not allowed to have a voice. We have had to endure exactly what you're talking about.
Hold on. We're gonna get to the main part, but I want to look at his reaction when she says what she says.
Can you answer why Jews are so special? Because as white people in this country on university campuses, we are being taught that we are not allowed to have a voice. We have had to endure exactly what you're talking about, BLM. Can you answer?
Steph Colonel. What up, Steph? Candace Bigsby. Shout out to Steph for the super chat. Candace Bigsby. There go Jonah. 11 is Janice. Beginning to end. So Candace says we.
Why Jews are so special? Because as white people in this country on university campuses, we are being taught that we are.
She said we twice. She didn't say it once. She said we twice.
Being taught that we are not allowed to have a voice. We have had to endure exactly what you're talking about, BLM. Can you?
Yo, I could see Candace I could see her in the room with her husband like, babe, you know what? You know what I realized? What? I'm not even black. I'm like technically white. She might think she white. I mean, she's living in the whitest of worlds. I mean, you went and got you the OG white man, the OG British white man. You got a Brit. You went straight to the top. British Empire. America plays their weddings on all stations. They shut everything down for the royal family weddings. When the royal family moved, all everything shut down. She went and got a Brit. Royalty. A woman's white. Now, is she really white? I don't know if she really thinks she's white. She could, though. She could make a great case for it, too. She could make an absolutely great case for it just by how she lives her life. She might be the first trans white person. Maybe Candace Owens is the first white, black conservative. I don't know. She got that Uncle Ruckus condition. I don't know. But she said we twice. She said we twice, which means it's very Freudian. That was very Freudian slippish. Very Freudian slippish. You know? It was natural. It didn't seem like a slip of the tongue. Although that's what it technically was. It was a mouth slip. It was a little bit of mouth slip. So is Candace Owens the first trans? Well, she's not the first. She would be like the third, right? Because you got Rachel Dolezal, Sean King, and then I guess she would be the next one. We sick, massa? We sick, massa? Oh, man. But she's chosen sides, right? She's chosen sides in this. You know, that's just, again, going back to this hard right swing. Candace Owens saying, what makes Jews so special? Wow. TPUSA affiliate. Charlie Kirk was just wilding out the other day, too. What's this shift? What is this shift? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like hard right nationalism. Matter of fact, I meant to look up something the other day. Let me see if he's got it. I want to see if this guy's got anything on this. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, they got Christian nationalism. Yeah. So where would that put us? What does Christian nationalism put us? That makes us basically Russia, like the royal family of Russia. You know, that puts us in Nicholas's realm and all of that. Rasputin and all of that. I think this is about, well, first of all, she's definitely getting a Grifty this year. She's got to at least be nominated for a Grifty. Shout out to grifties.com. She's got to be nominated for a Grifty this year. She's making a hell of a fourth quarter run. The baby's coming. So she's going to have to sit down for like 90 days. So maybe this is her big explosion on the way out. And then when she comes back, you know, I don't know. People are saying, you know, she's going to stay with Daily Wire. And it's probably in Daily Wire's best interest. I wouldn't want to let Candace go. Are you serious? Nah. We got a contract. Now, if, you know, she got a clause where she got opt out and she ended up with Tucker, I wouldn't be surprised. That's what Goldstein said. He was like, yo, she got to end up with Tucker. And she did do an interview with Tucker. Which was what it was what it was. That interview with Tucker was what it was. But even if she doesn't think she's white, she's chosen sides. She is taking up the fight for the white man.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
She got the white man back. She's married to him. So she's in this fight. She's like, yo, white people are being attacked in the media, blah, 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 blah. How come Jews got carte blanche? Blah, 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 blah. So that alone speaks volumes that she's like, yo, what's going on with this hate of the white man? This is, you know, a battle she chooses to take up. Now, this isn't a battle I would choose to take up. No. I don't take up other people's battles. That's not what we do. We hotep and we build. That's it. Okay? We hotep and we build. We analyze and we move accordingly. We just build, right? But, you know, taking the posture of the victim it's not in our style. It's not in our style to go, oh my God, we're being attacked. Nope. We don't do that type of stuff. We don't do that. The Hotep Nation has been blessed and endowed with the blessings of royalty. When Black Lives Matter tried to slander us, the mummy spoke, ended them, put them to bed. What you got to do is Hotep and build. This is ordained. This is crystalline. But we're not about to sit up here and allow white men to be cucked like this. This is emasculation. This is emasculation. To say, oh, the black woman got to take up. And how many times I told you what white supremacy was? I told y'all. You don't see white supremacy till it come out the black woman mouth. You know? Their attraction to white men. That's the peak of white supremacy. Their attraction to them. Their need to defend them. That's where you really see it. And people don't talk about that. You know, AOC talks all of this white supremacy shit. Who does she sleep with? She sleeps with a white man. Ilhan Omar talks all that shit. She sleeps with a white man. Kamala Harris supposed to be this. Her husband's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? So all these people screaming about white supremacy's in your bedroom, baby. You sleeping with them. And that is what it is. Like, I ain't hating, you know. I'm not, you know, I'm not hating. Do what you do. I ain't mad at it at all. We can still get money together. I mean, you can definitely be, you know, in partnership with Hotepistan. I have no problem with that. At all. I'm just calling it how I see it. Just calling it how I see it. And I'm not saying it's bad. But what we can't do is we can't allow the image of the white man to be emasculated. Not if that's her purpose. Couldn't allow that. Couldn't allow it. And this is contributing to that. You see all of this stuff coming out. Like if I go to And Wokeness, it's just all, you know, we was victims. And race hate videos. You know what I'm saying? White civilization. You see what I'm saying? Look. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely, it's like the white civil rights movement.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Yo, that's what it is. It's the white civil rights movement. Mr. G 1804, he says, it's still, the Jews will not replace his crowd. Why are you surprised? I'm perplexed watching those folks act like they're pro-Israel and Jews. Listen, man. It's one of the worst accounts on Twitter. Damn. Is that true? So, you know, here, white genocide. You know, that's the content that they're giving white people right now. So then when you go to Candy, this is what you get.
Can you answer why Jews are so special? Because as white people in this country on university campuses, we are being taught that we are not allowed to have a voice. We have had to endure exactly what you're talking about, BLM. Can you answer?
You get that? It's all the same shit. We was victims. We was victims and shit. So we're saying the top status symbol is a white man. That's what they say. That's what the numbers say. They say the white man's top of the line, cream of the crop. I don't make the rules. I don't make the world. I'm just living in it. You know. But you don't see it till the black woman start twerking for the white cop. That's when you see it. And you're like, oh, shit. White supremacy. Let's move along. We got a lot to cover. I stuffed the bag. I don't even remember what I stuffed the bag with. Oh, this shit. I forgot about this. Hold on. Let's pull this up. They are wilding. So last time they came out, They said they're monitoring social media. Listen to what they're saying now. New York.
Today I'm directing the Director of Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services to develop media literacy tools for K through 12 in our public schools. This will teach students and even teachers to help understand
Media literacy. What would go in a media literacy course if you were one of these communists? What would you do? You know what I would do? I would say, hey guys, first slide. Here are your reputable news sources. And give them all the fucking fake news and tell them this shit is real. And then they're going to say, and you see this site right here, Daily Wire, Fox, watch out for these sites. They are notorious for fake news. This is the shit that they're going to do. You know what I mean? I'm just guessing. I'm just speculating. It's just a hypothetical. Role playing.
how to spot conspiracy theories and misinformation, disinformation, and online hate. Start talking about what we're seeing out there. Give the teachers the tools they need to help these conversations in school. And by teaching younger New Yorkers about how to discern between digital fact and digital fiction, we can better inoculate them from hatred. And better inoculate them.
She said inoculate. Inoculate. You know what else you need inoculation for? A vaccine.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So this is a mental vaccine. This is the mental Pfizer.
Teaching younger New Yorkers about how to discern between digital fact and digital fiction, we can better inoculate them from hatred.
From hatred. See how we just jump right into emotions? We was talking about facts this whole time. And it's like, now we got to inoculate them from hatred.
New Yorkers about how to discern between digital fact and digital fiction, we can better inoculate them from hatred and the spread of it, and help prepare.
And that's not a bad mission though. I don't want to denigrate the mission. That's a good mission. You don't want kids harboring hate. It's not a bad mission. You know, I want to be clear on that. I want to be clear on that. Let's be clear. We definitely don't want hate. The issue is what they deem hate. Is Candace Owens hate? Is Candace Owens hate? Right? Is Candace Owens hate? So what is hate? They get to dictate what hate is, what hate speech is, and what it looks like, and the words it uses. So we'll classify your glossary as hate. The verbiage that you and your people use will classify it as hate speech. Traditionalism. Telling women they should be at home, taking care of the children, and the men should be working. We spoke about this last night on Hotep's Been Told You 2.0. Patreon.com/Hotep's Been Told You. Hold on, let me throw it in the chat. Cause Unc be doing some shit. Hold on. He be doing some shit where he pin it. I don't even know how to do that shit. Hold on. Surprised that boomer nigga know how to do something. Alright. HBTY 2.0. I could pin that. Alright, I'm gonna pin that. Oof. Ooh. Gotta chill and shit. Replacement theory? Yeah, Mr. G came out with the replacement theory. Easy to declare what hate is from on a high like they do. They never suffer the consequences. Yeah.
Prepare them for a very fast-moving and often confusing world. Today I'm directing.
It tells you their priorities. Where their think tanks are positioning. Their think tanks are positioning in a state of intelligence And this is what I was talking about the other day. Everybody keeps saying we're in a culture war. Like, yeah, you're in a culture war. You need to be in an intelligence war, you dumbass.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Okay. You need to be in the intelligence war, you dumbass. Alex Jones been told you. Infowars.com. Isn't that what Infowars? Information wars. That's the war we are in. So previously, New York said, I think it's the same lady, Hochul, came around saying, we are monitoring social media. Okay. I told the people, that's fine. I mean, it's public information. Okay. But we know their priorities. There. Here she come now. Going right to the schools. Yo, schools, this is fake news. This is what hate looks like. Because when she's saying hate, she's not even saying it from, we don't want the kids to harbor hate. It sounds like what she's saying is, we don't want them seeing articles that we don't approve of, right? We want to create censorship. And this is something that is easily passed during election season where everything's heightened, right? And we're not the only nation having elections. Argentina just had an election, and that turned out how it turned out. Shout out to Malay and all the fans and everybody moving to Argentina now. But it's about controlling information. It's about controlling minds. Their priority is the mind of your children. It's their priority, the mind of your children. So where do you think you should focus? Got to focus on the mind of your children. That's why we support homeschooling. HotepNation.com. You can go support to our mission. A nonprofit. Tax exempt, 501c3. We made it. Shout out to Trish. Filed the paperwork. You need a white woman around. You know what I mean? Filed paperwork for you. A black woman did tell me how to set everything up, though. Shout out to her. She good black lady initially got me started. But yeah, HotepNation.com. We support homeschooling. Because we in an information war. And the future is being created in them schools, man. Them schools are little commie indoctrination centers. You know what I'm saying? That shit is straight out of fucking Nazi Germany. That shit is like Nazi Germany / communism. It's really wild. All right, anyway, let's go back. Because y'all gonna get me off on a whole other tangent. So speaking of black conservatives, let's pull this up on the screen. Whitlock said, challenge to black conservatives. If you truly see yourself as an American, patriot, etc., forego speaking about black people or for black people for 30 days and just watch how your popularity wanes. No white conservative is limited to racial matters. You shouldn't be either. Oh boy. He's right. The white conservative talking heads, influencers, grifters, they're not limited to racial matters, but they're inching closer to that. Like I just showed you with end wokeness and all of that. Right? But he's right. Man, and these black conservatives, they stuck to, talking about black people. You're a black conservative, talked about black people, but don't try to talk about nothing else. Candace Owens, for example. She got out of line. Hey, hold on now. All of a sudden it was cancel. We talked about it on the show last night. Hold on, let me pin that. Hold on. Where is that? All right, boom. Oh, there we go. Now we're looking like professionals. So, it's black conservatives getting their money talking shit about black people or talking about black people. For black people, against black people, denigrating black people. You know who he talking about, though. You know he talking about Whitlock. Majority of time. Much of this. But some of this is for Candace too. Some of this is some shots at Candace. I like the tweet though. I like the post. It does seem that way though. Like, name one black conservative that like who's even relevant right now. Is there a single relevant black conservative right now? Who's the most relevant black conservative? Somebody tell me who the most relevant black conservative is right now. Tell me in the chat right now. Y'all tell me. Let's go from there. Let's have some chat participation here. Candace got street credit, internet, too many convos with Ye. Who y'all got? He said 50. Justine said me. Oh, Hotep Jesus is? Thomas Sowell. I don't count Thomas Sowell, but Thomas Sowell's goated. Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Byron Donalds. Okay, politician. Okay, politician-wise, okay. Hotep Jesus, shout out ABL, Colin Noir, Bryson. See, y'all saying a whole bunch of different names. Everybody got a different opinion. What up, Sean Coakley? Everybody got a different name. Fred didn't get the joke. That's just hilarious. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Officer Tatum, he the most popping black conservative. Tupac's hologram. Like everybody says a different name. So it's like there is no relevant black conservative. Black conservatism's dead. Tim Scott, okay. Politicians, I really don't count politicians. I'm talking about pure grifters. Politicians, its own grift. Like running for office is its own grift. So I don't really include that in the influencer grifter circle, you know. But if the best you got is the names y'all naming, that you don't got no next class of all these little niggas. They just be out here with they talking points. Unc left toe was a baked potato. Thomas Sowell's independent. Thomas Sowell's an economist, so like he's a big hero amongst the right or the conservative, but I don't know. I've seen Thomas Sowell debate two black liberals and wash them. Oh wait, was that? No, it was Sowell. Yeah, it was Sowell. Washed them. Matter of fact, I'm about to show that shit to y'all just cause. Hold on. Thomas. Hold on. Thomas Sowell debate. Is this it? No, not the white lady. Not her. This was yeah, here we go. All right, so I found one clip. Let's open that one up. Is this I think this is the one. What's this one? This it? Hold on. I'll play a fucking ad. I know it.
The new one.
Hold on.
Is here.
This shit was pure heat rock. If y'all never seen this, y'all gotta watch this.
Given group.
No. All right, I'll just play the clip. Hold on.
I think we're talking at cross purposes.
Oh no, this is the one with Milton Friedman. Then what? Wait, no. Then it was probably. I'm bugging. It's not Thomas Sowell. I think it's Walter Williams. It was a debate. Damn. Now I'm questioning if it was Sowell or if it was the other one. But he was It was a pastor. It was whooping their ass. They was trying to jump him. He was whooping both their ass. Is this it? Let me see. No, that's not it. That's not the set. I'll find it at another time. I think it might have been Soul. I hadn't watched this video in like years, like at least 5 years. And YouTube's so different now too. It's so weird. It's got all these suggested videos. I'll find it. Anyway, let's go back. Shout out to school. All right, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? That's kind of wild. Let's look at this really fast. Let's just take, I'm not going to watch all 28 minutes. We're just going to watch some of this, but look at this. When we talked about black women, here she is under interrogation. Listen to what she said.
Afternoon was 3 to 8. If y'all didn't get no votes, y'all still get paid. You cannot make no one sign up to vote, you know? Well, I don't know, they didn't get that part we didn't understand either. Like, y'all still get paid to vote. You start getting flags in the system. And they sent me out to Muskegon because it was more than normal flags, addresses getting made up and things like that. But I'm not from Muskegon, so when I look at an address, I'm not going to know. But those that are from Muskegon look like, we don't have 5-digit address. This is not a valid registration. I myself don't even put it in a system because it's not even valid. This address doesn't even exist anywhere. So that basically was the procedure for that whole valid thingy. And they not understanding. They were not getting paid by registration. Y'all would simply get paid by your effort in an hour. Y'all get 4 hours a shift. In the morning was 8:30 to 1:30, and then the afternoon was 3 to 8. If y'all didn't get no votes, y'all still get paid. You cannot make no one sign up to vote, you know? Well, I don't know, they didn't get that part we didn't understand either.
Did you hear what she just said? Did you hear what she just said? So, she's an auditor, right? She's making sure things are valid. And she's noticing that there's some fraudulent registrations. These addresses don't exist. Okay? And she's trying to figure out why they would even turn in fake registrations. If you're not getting paid for registration, you just getting paid for the time. You cover this time slot, go out and work, you get paid. Simple as that. So there is no quota. There is no commission on these things, which means there's no incentive to hand in fake registrations. So I ask you, the people, if there's no incentive to put in fake voter registrations, why are there a bunch of fake voter registrations? This shit is so dirty. This shit is so dirty. They're going to have us begging for the digital ID just to attach it to our elections. We'll be begging for it. But this is 28 minutes. Y'all want to go watch this. This is a Muskegon, Michigan voter fraud registration investigation. And she's under interrogation. They're talking about, what she saw. She seemed pretty calm to me. She seemed like she's just going through protocol. I don't think she's implicated in all of this, so I hope everything works out for her. But damn, you see who they pulling into them interrogation rooms, right? Telling you, they're gonna use black women. I keep telling y'all they're gonna use black women for communism. They're gonna use black women. All right, let's go to the snippet. Then we're gonna go to the big boy conversations. Syscoin. Big Brain updated today. Phone calls soon. Hey, if you want to get on the phone calls, text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Text Hotep in your name there. Get in line. All right, let's go to the tape. They going to say we ain't tell them, but we told them. How do you make money off of people who have no money? The answer is quite simple. Central bank digital currency. Don't believe me? Listen to Ripple's VP of Central Bank Engagements.
And it's very difficult to make money out of people that have no money, right? It's a bit of a conundrum. However, with CBDCs, we can fix that.
As you can see, you heard that, right? They're going to use financial inclusion to sell the people CBDCs, particularly black people. You've been informed. Subscribe for more. New reel out. Go pump it. Go pump it. Go pump it. Pause. Go hit the retweets and the shares on all of that. It's on all the platforms. It's on the Tube. It's on the Twitter. It's on the TikTok. It's on the gram. Go pump the new reel. They're gonna say we didn't been told them, but we've been told them. They're gonna say we didn't, but we did. All right, let's go to the Big Brain Update of the day. We got a couple of things happen today. First of all, the CZ done went down. They done took CZ down. I was waiting for that to happen. I didn't know when they was gonna get CZ, but they done got CZ ass. They done got CZ ass up out of here. Let's go to the tape. So, Crypto Wendy Yo, let's just go to her feed. Let's just go to Crypto Wendy Yo feed. Make sure y'all follow Crypto Wendy Yo. So, she says here, wait, what is this? Interesting. So Wendy O says SBF stole from customers and then was prosecuted. CG provided client reserved and is being forced to step down and pay $4.3 billion. Yeah, that's crazy. So Nick Carter here says, as a reminder, Binance has been doing monthly attestations as to client reserves for a year. It's not ironclad, but their wallets control greater than $65 billion worth of funds. So it's definitely not an FTX situation. And basically, this is a proof of reserves report. Like, who's doing this? Like, nobody's really even doing this. You know what I'm saying? But they have a proof of reserves report, and it's held publicly. And SEC came to him for AML, money laundering. Hold on, let's go back. So he stepped down. CEO of Binance has stepped down. He's been replaced. How many people has Binance onboarded to Bitcoin? A bunch. Pretty wild to see people support banks and predatory third parties so aggressively while owning crypto assets. Uh-oh. Go off, Wendy. This is honestly extortion. Wendy says this is extortion. Wendy Yo says this is extortion of CZ. All the enforcement actions against crypto are in the name of Financial Inclusion Institute, or CBDC. Americans will all be equally oppressed soon. That's a tweet of the day right there. That's the tweet of the day right there. Damn. Ain't that the truth? Because they just smacked Kraken too. They just smacked Kraken the other day. Let's see. There it is. Kraken accused by SEC of operating unregistered platform and improperly mixing customer funds. So SEC has come after Kraken. This is recently. And then now the SEC comes after CZ. Right here, SEC.gov. SEC files 13 charges against Binance entities and founder Changpeng Zhao. CZ. It's all right here. Unregistered broker, unregistered exchange, broker and clearing agency. You ain't check in with us. You ain't check in. Isn't that what Jay Prince and them said? You gotta check in. You gotta check in. Unregistered offer and sale of crypto assets. You ain't check in. Failure to restrict U.S. investors from accessing Binance.com. Wow. So you didn't stop these people from getting access. Wow. Misleading investors. This is criminal. This is criminal what the SEC is doing. And I told people, they say, oh, they're going to come after crypto. No, they're going to go after them exchanges. Them exchanges is operating on somebody else's block. Exchanges is operating on somebody else's block. You operating on my block. These my hoes. I call my hoes Americans. These my hoes. You don't be taking their money without my permission. You don't take my money. When you take money from them, you taking my money. When you taking money from them, you taking money from me. That's what the elites is saying. That's what the controllers are saying. It's nasty work. That's some nasty wet work right there. Whew. That's their game. And you playing their game? You playing my game without me? With my hoes? Psh. Insane. Insane.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Let's go to the Big Brain Update of the Day, sponsored by Syscoin. Some interesting developments. Cambodia. Cambodia's got an interesting situation going on. They don't have a CBDC, but they got a stable coin looking thing. Okay. This one is backed by, I want to say it's backed by the currency. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, that's right. They made it a liability of the commercial banks. That's right. That's right. Very interesting. That's a very interesting development. So a CBDC and saying y'all liable for this, the private market's liable for this. It's an interesting concept. It's a very interesting concept. So with this currency deal they ink with Alipay, basically it's got seamless transference from the currency in Cambodia. What is it, the riel? Yeah, the riel. So the riel moving through Alipay, right? So that's a big deal. That's a big deal for a currency, right? You want to be where people are transacting. So, if somebody is holding riels, they can, do business with somebody who's got dollars, So it opens them up to a whole new network of people. So, those merchants can now participate in Alipay and people can use their currency. This is big for their currency. Because that means they can use their currency for payments. And that's going to make the currency strong. It's going to make the currency strong. So CBDC like project. They call this one the Bakong. I think it's Bakong. Pause. So that's an interesting development coming out of Cambodia. Let's go back. What else we got here? Don't forget my CBDC resource guide is out now. You guys want to learn about CBDCs? I made a entire resource center right here. It's got everything you need to know about CBDCs. You know what I'm saying? And it's all linked up. All the resources is linked up. I'm documenting it as I go along. So this is a living document. If you want to get access to that, hotepjesus.locals.com. And that's a resource guide where I just, it's sort of like my, I wanted to use the word library, depository. It's a depository is what it feels like. So I'll put all the wonderful CBDC information. So, like I updated this, JPM coin may hit 10 billion daily, so people can understand, okay, you got a wholesale CBDC. Well, what's happening there? And you can, look at these resources and go from there and learn, right? Using real life use cases, right? Like that's the whole point of me linking to this, is so you can see it live. This isn't like some conspiracy theory speculation type thing. This is like, no, here's what is happening. Here's what has happened. So that's on hotepjesus.locals.com. Shout out to the locals community. Jonah be beasting on there. He be posting all the wild shit. Like them deep conspiracy theories. State Duma, Russia's State Duma said, yo, y'all out here implementing a retail CBDC. We need a wholesale CBDC. We trying to do bank-to-bank transactions. What are y'all doing? So they're working on a wholesale CBDC, looking to come out or start working on the pilots early 2024. Early 2024, they got the wholesale jump off coming out of Russia for that digital ruble. You know what I'm saying? Not accessible using US CBDC. Here's another story. I just wanted to show you, because this is just so wild. And this goes back to what we were saying before, about the CBDC. Like the CBDC is like, it's here, but it's not here, but it's technically here. Is this the latest one? Yeah, this is the latest one. So you see right here, Tether freezes 225 million worth of stolen USDT after DOJ investigation. So, people have to understand that when you're using, something like USDT, they're still in control. So it's the CBDC is like technically here. Countries are transacting with it, et cetera, et cetera. It just, the SEC hasn't fully, put the smack down. They've been on Tether's ass though. They've been on Tether's ass. Pause. No freak offs. Let's go back. And then Ethiopia. Ethiopia is getting a digital ID. We got a nice, pretty new digital ID for you, Ethiopia. You know what's funny about this stuff? Right here. Obviously, it's going to include biometric data. But it's always interesting that the bank is the one issuing the digital ID. That's a trend. That's a trend. Hold on. I gotta add this to the update. Hold on. I gotta open up my to-do app because I gotta update. I gotta update the CBDC depository. All right, let's go here. Digital ID Ethiopia. And this goes under Hotep Jesus. All right, boom. All right, I just want to make sure I don't forget to do that. And we could close that. So this is going to go under the digital ID section. There is a digital ID section in the CBDC Resource Center. This has to go in there. And I said this on Alex Jones last week. It seems like there's a symbiotic relationship between the digital ID and the national bank, the central bank. The central bank has it seems to be an almost natural interest in it. So the entities working on this is the National Identity Program. I'm assuming that's a government agency. So them in conjunction with the National Bank of Ethiopia. It said they're aiming to enroll all of their bank customers for digital identification during 2023 to 2024 fiscal year. It says right here, right? What it say? I'm going to show you right here. I keep telling y'all, listen, man. This is Africa we talking about here, right? And this is how they talking about specifically Africa. I had somebody, hold on, let's segue and come back to that financial inclusion. Because I had somebody challenge me on my Twitter earlier. And it's just weird when people do this. It's almost as if they don't want to. So this guy right here, he says, don't you mean poor people? Right? In regard to my video I just showed y'all, right? They're specifically targeting black nations. Specifically targeting black nations. Right? And all I'm just saying, and I'm just pointing it out. I'm warning people. That's what I do. I say, hey, look, some shit going down over there. And specifically black people. So I said the images they use talking about financial inclusion feature black people. He says, fair enough. They do go out of their way to keep that division. There you go. Matter of fact, when you go to the IMF website, look at this. The IMF got a CBDC handbook, right? You go to the handbook. Right here. Let's go to the virtual handbook. When you go down, right there. Whose hands is those? Those not black people's hands? Those black people's hands. The IMF uses black people's hands. I'm telling you, they're specifically targeting black people, right? Financial inclusion. And we know why, because Deshaun gonna put in that work. Once they put the battery in the black woman's back, over there on the left, communist snatch her up, she's gonna be pushing this shit. So coming back, what does this say? It says, this initiative aims to expedite the government's goal of achieving greater financial inclusion. Again, Ethiopia, Africa, digital ID, CBDC. They're all interconnected. We're going to the phone lines. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. I'll be right back after this short, brief commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
We got Goldstein on the line. Goldstein, what up, bro?
What's happening?
What up? How you feeling, man?
Pretty goddamn good. What a motherfucking day it is.
What do you mean?
Feel vindicated, man.
Why?
You ready for a Hotep's been told you moment?
Uh-oh. What happened?
Yeah. Candace Owens. Y'all thought I was bullshitting. Y'all thought I was playing. I sent you the tweet. It's in your DM.
Oh, word?
Y'all thought, yeah. Y'all thought I was joking around.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
It was in response to Zubair.
Hold on. Let me bring this up. Yo, you shot out. Let's go here. Hold on. There is a tier of white girl she will never reach, and for that reason, she's mid. Here's 4 examples. Now you threw Candace in there?
Yeah.
Candace is white?
Candace been white. Look, let me tell you something, man. People got to get this shit straight. They can't keep misconstruing this shit. White ain't no motherfucking race. Black ain't no motherfucking race. They are political ideologies. And if worse comes to worse, if rubber meets the road and all-out war breaks out between white political ideology and black political ideology, who the fuck do you think Candace is rolling with?
Rolling with her husband.
Exactly. She's rolling with her husband. She's rolling with the structure that pays her millions of dollars. She rolling full on white. She been white. It's not a race. It's an idea. Oh, that's back in June. Motherfuckers was like, he just cracking jokes. No, I wasn't. I was dead fucking serious. And, of course, the truth always comes to light. So there it is.
That Candace Owens thinks she's white.
Yes. You could just tell. Like, you can tell. It's not even in, it ain't got shit to do with the way she talked or none of that. None of that shit factors in. A lot of people are proper. A lot of people are educated. You know what I mean? The whitest talking niggas you'll ever find are in England because they ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
That's just British accent. It sounds white. There's no way around that. So it ain't got shit to do with none of that. It's got everything to do with the fact that if rubber meets the road, what side of the line you standing on? And that bitch standing over there. She's been standing over there. She's going to continue to stand over there. You see it a lot in prison. There's niggas dark as night, running white, running Mexican. It's an ideology.
You know, I had no problem with it. You know, I figured, you know, is a high likelihood that, you know, she thought she was white, you know, and I think behind the scenes, she said it.
Yeah, listen, if you got a problem with it, then you're a racist. Period, point blank. If anybody got a problem with that bitch deciding to be white, you got a problem with white people, and I can't really fuck with you. I don't
Wait,
have that.
what? You gotta explain that.
Because look, the only reason you would feel some type of way about her saying I'm white is because you feel some type of way about white people. That's it.
Yeah.
She don't owe you nothing. You know what I mean? Just because her skin melanated, she don't owe you a goddamn thing. So you can't say, well, no, it's because she betraying us. No, it's because she's siding with something you don't necessarily like.
Yeah.
That's all that is. Because if the bitch would have said anything else, not racially, but like if she decided to say, I identify as someone who likes to knit quilts, you wouldn't have a goddamn problem with it because you ain't got a problem with quilts.
Yeah. Yeah, she just said, I'm Buddhist now. Niggas would have had jokes, but nobody would have cared.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of them things. So if you got a problem with her, it's because you got a problem with whites. And I can't really fuck with you because I don't have that same hang up, right? But I just know. You know what I mean? You have to know.
What does it say about people that have that hang up? What is this world that they live in? How did they come to that?
It's because internally they don't feel worth a fuck. They don't feel they measure up. So anything that's perceived by others or themselves as being greater than them, they instantly have a motherfucking problem with it.
Is this where anti-Semitism comes into?
Yeah. You got to know, like, listen, it's not about race. Like, race is it's a very important thing. Don't get me wrong. It's the third most important thing in this life. But it's not so important as to be able to say, to be able to just override all common sense and say all of them ain't worth a damn.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's unequivocally false. There's nothing in this world that motherfucking absolute. So you shouldn't really even operate in them terms. Only Sith do that. You know? So yeah. You gotta understand sometimes that some people got it better than you. Now, having said that, if you want to fucking go at something along political lines, fuck it. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
Like if you have a political view, a political ideology that you feel is better than what is actually being sold or what currently constitutes the power structure. If you feel that your political ideology is better and you see where other political ideologies press, then it is incumbent upon you to act on that. It's not just something you should do, it's something you have to do. You know? Because that's how we operate in this world. We operate based on politics. Everything's politics. You know? And what you can't do is start shoving your shit down other people's throat, but also what you can't do is allow other people to shove shit down other people's throats.
Also true.
So, yeah, if you want to go at Zionism, tear their ass up. But if you want to go at Jews, something wrong with you.
Yeah. What about coming back to your point about insecurity? This is insecurity of the people, and this is I find to be true. I find this to be ultimately true, that the people that act like this and rant and raving online. For example, when they asked me about feminism, I said, "Yo, I gotta be honest with you. I feel bad for feminists. My heart goes out to them because I know many of them are victims of failed men. That's where all that hate come from. When they say they hate men, they're talking about a specific male. They're talking about somebody who maybe, abused them in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Legitimately did. Uncle, dad, brother, whatever it was. Some man failed them. I know one woman, her husband, she got pregnant and then he left her and got married. Oh, that shit tore her up. She became a feminist. She's one of the most hateful feminists out there. They hate black men. But again, this is coming from a place of hurt. I agree with that. Yeah.
I was just saying that shit in Sunny Space the other day. Anger comes from one or two places, a place of pain or a place of motherfucking fear.
Yes.
And you don't want to operate in either one of those modes because it's fruitless at the end of the day.
Right.
So with a lot of people, like they think they either fear the power that other people wield, they fear it's an existential crisis for them, or they fucking are hurt by the other power that other people wield. And if you're not able to establish your own brand, then you'll tend to fall victim to the anger that those two things that you experience will fucking ultimately breed. And then you just, to the degree that you experience those things, that's the degree to which your anger will manifest. And that's why you can always tell you're either a scared or a hurt nigga if you always got something to say about somebody else.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, mad love goes out to Candace. She's white. I mean, like you said, we kind of all knew this already. It's not shocking for the rest of us.
Yeah, I ain't got no personal beef with Candace because I don't know her. My beef always with Candace is the fact that you always trying to pawn off some bullshit. That's my beef with
What
Candace.
you mean, pawn off some bullshit?
She always trying to sell niggas on some dumb shit, like just idiotic shit. Like sometimes she be on point, and other times she be on Ben Shapiro's point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things. Like I ain't never got shit to say with Candace. What's his name, Matt Wallace, all them Daily Wire motherfuckers. I ain't got never anything bad to say about none of them motherfuckers until they come out of their mouth with some dumb shit. Then I'm right there, like, nah, because you ain't just gonna keep taunting this. Like, no.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's a decent lady. She managed to make something out of herself. She's ambitious. She's all the things that you would typically want in a partner, for the most part. I mean, outwardly. But whenever you there saying some dumb shit, I'm going to call you a dumb white girl.
Is Laura Loomer officially becoming the secretary, the press secretary?
Yep.
Damn.
Not officially, not official, but in my estimation, yeah.
It's looking like that.
Yeah, she finna do that. Laura Loomer, press secretary all day. This bitch been sucking Trump's dick harder than a motherfucker for the past 6 months, bro. For that specific job.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen this level of prostitution in my life, and I'm from the streets.
Can you see her doing that job?
I can see her making a spectacle out of that job, but that's all that is needed right now. Look, Trump only got 4 years. He can't run for re-election. If he wins, it's a wrap. He already did his 8th. So the whole goddamn presidency is going to be a spectacle from top to bottom. Everybody just showing their ass just because they can. I'm finna throw these niggas in jail. I'm finna say this. I'm finna quote this. This bitch gonna be on the motherfucking press conference cussing and some more shit. I can guarantee it. Calling motherfucking reporters bitches and all kinds of shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the type of clown show we in for. So get ready. It's going to be interesting.
That's going to be a mess.
Yeah, because what can anybody do? What can anybody do? You got all these quote-unquote outsiders with quote-unquote nothing to lose. That's how they're going to approach the shit anyway.
Yeah.
Like Laura Loomer, after Trump gives her this position, what the fuck else she got? She ain't no good to nobody else in no other capacity.
She got that new show?
Running her mouth. That's it. And this is going to get her huge following.
Yeah.
So, this is one of them things. This is life.
So you don't support her? You don't support her for that position?
No, I actually say fuck it. She's better than this fucking Black Saki. She's better than Black Saki, bro. So I mean, fuck it. Let her do it. Let's see what happens. I don't hold no stock or no importance in anything institutional in this country anymore. This shit is cooked. So at this point, it's just all entertainment from here on out.
Throw Lil Illuma in there.
Fuck it.
Oh my God. This is hilarious.
All right, man.
All right, yo.
I'm gonna let you get back to it.
All right, later.
Later.
Oh man. Oh. Laura Loomer is press secretary. She gonna black out on somebody, yo. I'ma cry. I'ma cry when that happens. Andre Brown said, I bought a membership at the $5 level. How do I see the Monday night show? That's on the Patreon, bro. It's on the Patreon. Hold on. Let me get you the link. Yeah, you got to use this link right here. I think you was looking for. It's in the chat too. Right there pinned at the top is the chat for me and Uncle Hotep. We do a private show every Monday night for our paid subscribers. Support your boy. Get that extra content. It's fire. So Hotep's been told you, but on Monday. All right, so Candace Owens. All right, let's see who his next caller is. Jonah lost his voice today. All right, so no doubt. Oh my God. I can't even, yo. Reckless ass text was just sent to the number. I don't want nothing to do. I can't even read that. Hold on a second. Jabari sent a super chat yesterday. I didn't get a chance to read. I want to pull that up. Hold on. I think you go YouTube Studio. I think you go to. Is it supers? Yeah, here we go. All right. So Jabari said yesterday, everybody in Hotep Nation got to check out the new HBO show, 30 Coins. A lot of historical and religious clues in that show. Salute. Appreciate you for that super chat. I didn't get a chance to read it on the show yesterday. I want to make sure I read it today. Hold on. Thomas Sowell debate. Let's try this. Is this it? I'm still trying to find that debate. What was this? You know, Sowell, you know, again, you can't really. No, not that one. You can't really plug Sowell into the black conservative role. You can't really do that with Thomas Sowell. No, not that. Not this. No. Because, you know, he's not conservative, really. He's not even really conservative. You know, his economics is very much in favor of change. It's very much in favor of, you know, doing right by people, doing what's best for people. And he used to be a communist. He used to be a socialist. So, you know, his heart is in the right spot. Damn. Oh man, I'm trying to find this debate. Can't find a debate. Oh my God. You know what's funny about this debate is I sat my daughter down. I just wanted to see where her mind was. This is when she was in high school. And I had to watch this debate, you know, just to see, you know, was she a liberal? Was she conservative? You know, where was she? You know? And it was all said and done. Oh, is this it?
want to quickly share what for me has been a hugely
but she definitely was more on the conservative side of things. No, this is his. It's not in this documentary, is it? Maybe it's in this documentary. Or was it separate? No, it's not in here. Damn. Affirmative action. No, it's not that one. It's not in. No, it's not in there. Could have sworn it was Walter Williams. And it's a very important debate because you see how easily black leftists are defeated, both intellectually and emotionally. Like, you could see the life come out of them during this debate. The way he crushed them with just like, you know, it wasn't even debate. He didn't even use like debate tactics. He was just like, nah, you're wrong and here's why. And then they were just sitting there looking stupid. But this is, I don't know how long I might have to scroll to find this. Maybe I'll try one more, please. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go to the Russians. Hold on. I'm not gonna find it. I'm not gonna find it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna find it. And I still don't even know if it's Soul or I'm pretty sure it was Walter though. I'm pretty sure it was Walter. Anyway, I'm gonna take a look at the timeline, then I'm gonna get out of here. I tried to find some gems for you, but sometimes I just can't. Binance, we talked about that. What else is going on here? Cobra Kai got another episode coming out. Karate Kid. Why is Jaden Smith trending? Do I even want to click on this? It better be his birthday. What he do now? Oh, they adding Jaden Smith to Cobra Kai? Ha! That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Ahsoka got some new. All right, so nothing's happening in the world. Good to see. It's Tuesday. You know what that means? It's my day off where I get to relax and unpack and unwind and get to my studies. So, no streams tonight. I might stream chess tonight. I feel like I'm in form. I was trying to get past level 13 the other day on this app on AIM Chess, full calculation. And, you know, the puzzles are like rated 20, 50 and above. So they're like really like, they're all 3-move chess puzzles, but they're pretty fucking deep. And all last week I couldn't get through it. I couldn't break through the puzzle. And it's basically 10 minutes. You get 2 minutes per puzzle. And you got to score 70% or better, and I couldn't do it. And then yesterday I got 74%. So that made me feel a little bit better. Still don't know how I missed it. I slipped on the last two because I allowed myself to get in my head when I saw I had like a 8-win streak. I got like 8 of them in a row. And I was like, oh, I'm about to get a gold medal. And I thought about the medal instead of just fucking focusing on the game. So that gave me a lot of confidence. So I'm on level 14 now. I tried level 14 last night. I think the highest I got was maybe like 54%. Very, very difficult this chess thing is, but breakthroughs, breakthroughs, every once in a while, a little by little, just slowly just chip away at the brain, and being able to move these pieces around in your head and the whole, because you got to do the whole, it's a lot. Anytime you play chess, just remember the whole board, see the whole board. So the pieces, they coordinate. It's a difficult task. What's my favorite opening for chess? Sicilian, King's Indian, and E4. I don't know. E4, if you play Knight of 6, the Knight of 6 variation, like going into the Berlin, I'm playing the Roy Lopez. I have good success with the Roy Lopez. I think because I know the Roy Lopez the most, I've studied it the most. I've studied the Steinitz games and the Coppa games. So I'm most comfortable with the Roy Lopez, but sometimes people don't play into the Roy Lopez. And then at that point, I'm just playing pawn structure at that point. I don't even know what opening I'm playing at that point, to be honest with you. I'll just navigate the opening and then try to crush you in the middle game. If it doesn't work in the middle game, then hopefully there's something in the end game, But I wouldn't focus on the openings too much. I mean, openings, you kind of want to know your opening. And I think the main thing that really helped me was I was the type of guy where I learned the Sicilian main line and then wanted to learn like another opening. I think I went into hyper accelerated dragon in the Sicilian. And then I was speaking to a guy who's like rated 2000 and he was like, yo, just play with the same opening, and your score will go up. And obviously because of familiarity, when you try to learn new openings, especially when you try to learn something like hyper accelerated dragon, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's just too many fucking variations. King's Indian is me learning something new because if they don't play E4 and if they play D4, I didn't have any D4 repertoire. So I had to go King's Indian for D4. It just made the most sense. It's the most sturdy opening. So I just go King's Indian for D4 and then play from there. And I barely know the King's Indian. I don't even know the King's Indian, but I do pretty well with it. I know the concept of it, and that's what they say with the concept of the King's Indian is Knight of 6, Bishop G4, castles. You want to play E6, D5. No, I'm sorry, E5, D6. No. E6, D5. No. D6, E5. If you can get D6, E5, unleash the bishop, the white square bishop, and then try to work the diagonals with the dark square bishop. Sometimes he sacks, he'll push the queen up to D1, the bishop's on fucking E2, and he'll look to swap on fucking H6, or swap on G7. So that's kind of annoying in the King's Indian. But I usually just play for F5 and things work out. Bond Cloud? I don't know the Bond Cloud. I would never play the Bond Cloud. I would never play it. I'm not good enough to play the Bond Cloud. I would never in my life. Not now, at least. Not if I was going to play a serious game. If I was going to play a noob, I'd play Bond Cloud. But I got a noob right now. Somebody challenged me on chess.com. And then it was a rated game. I'm like, whatever. I don't really care about my daily rating because that's like where I play people publicly. So if you guys want to challenge me, you can play me. I hate those games. They're like 7-day games. Like, who wants to play a game for 7 days? I forgot what I was thinking about this game. You know what I'm saying? Knights or bishops? I think I take after my coach where my favorite piece is the king. And everybody else is sort of expendable. Like I don't have a preference, I play the board, if you give me a board that's better for knights, I'll exchange the bishops. If you give me a board that's better for the bishops, I'll exchange the knights. I'll look to, exchange a knight for one of your bishops and try to exploit the open squares. My chess ID, Hotep Jesus, man. Hotep Jesus. I'm over on Lee Chess and I'm over on chess.com. Hotep Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all want to call in now. Fresh Mike, call in, man. Fresh Mike, call in, man. I could talk about chess all day, yeah, one-on-one. Chess is a one-on-one game. I mean, they got team chess. It's kind of weird. I never played it. The most exploration I did in chess was, Chess 960. Bobby Fischer chess. That's just kind of dope. I'll be honest with you. That's just kind of dope. Especially if you want to just play off of like, hey, we don't, you can't remember openings for that.
Call from
Fresh Mike.
Yo, Mike, what's good, yo?
What's good? Happy Thanksgiving, Hotep Nation. Wanted to do that real fast, man.
Absolutely. We got to connect soon too, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'm available. That's my favorite holiday. Politics aside, when you grew up really, really poor, Thanksgiving was the best holiday out of the Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas run, right? Because you couldn't afford all the costumes. You didn't get the good candy like the rich kids. Christmas, well, you knew that was going to suck. You know what I mean? Because all the other kids get to come back to school comparing all their new shit. You were like, man, the thrift store was on point for Christmas this year. But Thanksgiving, all it was eating, and people seem to be a little more generous this time of year. You know what I mean? And, you win if you spend time with folks and you eat. And last week I was a little out of sorts. We did I always try to do a big annual Thanksgiving. We call it Laughs Giving, right? Because we book comedians. But, we do a food drive stuff. But that's, every year that's what we try to do. It's an important holiday, man, because, I think it's a good base. If we can't feed people, you know what I mean? If we can't figure out how to feed people who need food, well, we got to start there, man. You know what I mean? We got to start there. So there was that. As far as Candace, I just want to say we got her finally. Yes, one down. 13% of the population to go,
You ain't shit, Mike.
I'm playing. But, it's interesting, man. I would love to delve into the actual topic of, what do they call it? This race dysphoria would be something I would love to dive into one day. And just, I'm a certified wigger. You know what I mean? All day, every day. And that, a lot of that has to do with geography, but, you grow up in your culture, so, around the people you grow up with. But I would love to deal with that because, I think Candace considers herself a white person, even if subconsciously, right? So when the media or anybody is addressing white folk, I feel like she is personally listening to that and like she is one of those folks. And so, and in the same way, look, man, the white culture, right? Dolezal and Sean King and all these folks. There are a lot of white people who grift by trying to be black or act like they understand the black experience. Not saying the white poor experience is fun or good. I don't recommend it, but it is different. You know what I mean? And just diving into those differences and what causes us to think differently, right, would be interesting to me. So I would, if you ever did that, that would be awesome, man. Then I wanted to get your opinion. I know it's blown up everywhere else, and that's why I love you, because you talk about the other stuff. But of course, right now, everything hidden is Elon Musk and Trump's lawsuits, right? Trump filed a lawsuit against 20 media outlets, including MSNBC and Media Matters. And then Musk just went directly after Media Matters. And I was just wondering your thoughts on that, man. I wanted to, ask you and get that information here first. So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the news. I thought it was... I thought it was just a home run, right? Like, obviously he's going to get a settlement, right? Like, he always wins those cases against the media. Like, didn't he win the last 2 or 3?
Elon or Trump?
Trump.
Yeah. Well, he won against Stormy. And that's what people don't even realize. He won against Stormy Daniels, in court. So
yeah.
Well, and this one is a little different because it's saying it's coordinated, right? They all released incorrect information about Truth Social at the same time, and they all referred to a security SEC filing.
Okay.
And they said that it lost he lost like 80 million. I don't know the exact numbers when they really only lost like 28 million. So, and it has to do with Truth Social being part of a publicly funded company and the fact that they put false information out to affect the profit of that company, and they coordinated that effort. Okay. And I feel like in exploration, if we find out that all these media companies are coordinating their information, that's powerful. I think that takes them down a huge peg too. So that was just my thought on that. So
you know, sometimes because of where I am, I don't see how deep something is. Because to me, it's like, yeah, I thought we knew the media was coordinated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, sure. So but I mean, to get it on paper in court, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, like that. Like again, like sometimes I have a blind spot for things like that because of how my mind works, right? And I'm not able to recognize like, yo, that's pretty big because you got it on paper now, and you know, here's something. But you know, for me, I'm just like, you know, I'm not I'm not familiar with those laws, right? And how they can be exploited. But when you're a billionaire, I just expect your attorneys to be on top of shit. And I don't think Trump is going to take on a lawsuit that he expects to lose, right?
For sure.
So, yeah, you know, Trump's getting his. I think he should. I think that this is a great precedent. I want a class action lawsuit for the public for the disinformation and misinformation and malinformation that was presented during the pandemic. You know,
absolutely.
You know, so I'm all for suing these motherfuckers because these motherfuckers is just they've been lying to us, and it's just it's insidious. It's controlling and it's manipulative. They want our children.
Oh yeah.
So you know we need some reparations. We need some reparations.
Absolutely. you know I'm all for reparations. So yeah, but for all poor people, that's a whole nother thing. But I absolutely agree on that. And man, I'll tell you on a you know, like a 5,000-foot view, I feel like the pendulum is swinging. Okay. You know, as they say, more college graduate men consider themselves conservative than in the past 20 years and that kind of thing. And I think the pendulum is just swinging a little bit. And also, man, I keep thinking to tell you this. I'll just tell you on the show here. But, man, remember, next year is an election year. Watch your numbers, man, because people are going to be looking for real, right? When everything is fake, you hunger and thirst for real. And people are going to be looking for folks, and even if they disagree with you on a chunk of how you feel or believe, the fact that you're just being honest and they can come to you and get information they can't get anywhere else because it's all about to crank up and ratchet up really bad. I
got another email I received this morning. Hold on. It says, wait, no, not that one. Is it this one? No, not this one. Hold on. I want to read this email to you. Damn, I got a bunch of responses this morning. That's when you send out them fire emails. You get responses.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Also, your last clip was so powerful, man. Already shared. You know when you watch a clip, you're like, holy crap, I got to share this. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I appreciate that. So he says, I've been listening to you for a few years now since you were on JRE. Enjoy your perspective. Honestly, you're the only voice of reason I have found on a litany of topics, which is scary. I assure you, we come from pretty different backgrounds. Also, I just got the Patriot Report.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Make sure y'all get that on HotepJesus.com. He says, also, I just got the Patriot Report, and I'm excited to dive into it because I've read both the People's and the Patriots' History of America. I think I have fed your ego enough here to give you a baseline. And then he's got 3 points of contention that we talk about, and I'm going to schedule a meeting with him. But yeah, he says it's scary. And again, people, you know, I said this a couple weeks ago about why I do this show. I'm like, yo, I feel like if I don't do this show, nobody's going to do this show. So I appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah, think about how many people are in Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, that never thought that they would be getting the bulk of their news and trusting more than anybody in the news, East Coast black dude with dreads who's a Hotep. You know what I mean? Like, no, I promise what's cool is now I see people I've encouraged that, you know, I see listening to you, and then they call me and they talk to me like, what do you think about this bank? And what do you think about, and I'm like, yeah. So, that's just, you would never think that, but you know, a lot of that has to do with message and you know, like I think like a lot of people think you're our Neo, so it kind of doesn't matter where you're from, it's on a different level, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, you know, I'll just happy Thanksgiving to everyone. If you have a little extra, do a little extra, man. If it's $5, throw $5 out there, because to a poor kid who goes to bed food insecure a lot, Thanksgiving is a big deal, especially when they got to deal with shitty-ass Christmas and rich kids, and they just didn't get the good candy and had to, you know, wear a sack on their head for Halloween because they couldn't afford a costume. So show love, man. You know, for a lot of folks, this is going to be the best time of the year, you know, for them to see people being kind and giving. So, and I know Hotep Nation is a giving, good nation. So shout out to everyone. Thank you so much, man, for everything. I've been missing you, been slammed, been missing you, but we're back. And Hotep and Build, Hotep is for the children. Thank you, sir.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Hotep and Build.
Appreciate you.
That's Mike. Shout out to White Mike. Who is this? All right. Got a couple more callers here. Got a couple of minutes left in the show. Yeah, it's like I said, you know, we had a nice lesson last night on the kick. We had a really nice lesson last night on the kick. Strong Dad said, I'm just going to cut the line.
From
Strong Dad.
Strong Dad said, I'm just going to cut the line.
Yeah.
What up, man?
I gotta get ready because we're about to fly to Georgia to meet the in-law. Well, for me to meet my wife's brothers and sisters for an extended period of time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
Do a little meditation. You know what I mean? They're outspoken, but they're very sensitive.
You low.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Word. Anyway, I just have some advice to y'all, to the people. And that advice is, if you have an in-law that you have to see and you've never spoken to them, you don't like them, you know, this is not the time to make amends with them on some fake shit. Hate that nigga all the way through the season and call his ass in the middle of the hot-ass summer and be like, hey, man, you know, you want to have a beer? You have a conversation. I can't stand when people try to reach out to you during this time, because then they just drop right off, you know, when the time is normal. So if you're one of those people out there, just keep hating that nigga to the end of the season, to the end of the year. Hate that nigga till March or something like that.
So wait, you're basically saying, you know, people who wait till Thanksgiving to piece shit up aren't genuine about it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. From Thanksgiving all the way till New Year's, you cannot trust. If they ain't really been in your life like that, you cannot trust their word during this time. During that time of the year, during those months, you cannot trust their word. It has to be, you know, middle of the year, you know, inconsequential time in life for everybody. That's when it really matters, because they're thinking about you. But they're not really thinking about you during the holiday season. They're just thinking about how lonely they are. That's all it is. That's
Real talk. I like that. I'm not going to be around no fake niggas this year, so I'm happy about that. But that's valuable information for people that are. Keep that in mind. Somebody going to come back to the show on Monday like, yo, Man, my cousin tried to piece it up, man. I told that nigga kiss my ass.
That's right. That's right. Tell him to kick rocks. Tell him to hit you up in April.
That is the opposite of a Thanksgiving message. Strong Dad
Yeah,
came in
that's
here
right.
and said, sometimes you gotta have a little bit of hate in your heart.
That's right.
Okay,
Right.
I appreciate that.
Hey, and so Candace Owens, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but I just.
Is she white?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Candace Owens is as white as the white dude in your neighborhood that's the only one there on the block. You know what I'm saying? He don't say nigga, but he is very much black in all of the other sense of the term.
Oh, okay.
That's I do believe that people can, they can feel. I think she feels white like that, but I don't think she.
So basically what you're saying
deep down
is
believes she's white.
Like B-Rad, right? What was the name of that?
Yeah.
She's like that.
Yeah.
She's like the black Eminem, right? Like Eminem is like that prototype for the white boy that thinks he's hip hop and all that shit, right? So she's that, but black for white people.
Yes, not grossly exaggerated, but still, exaggerated enough to be a personality. Also, when you look at like black people who are like that in juxtaposition to white people who are like black people, it just looks funnier to see a black person like that. So to us, into people, it does seem more strange, but it really is the same thing, at least in my perspective. I don't think it's on like no Uncle Ruckus type shit where she thinks that she's got vitiligo type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that a lot of Hispanics have that issue because of a lot of mixed lineage and hate against darker versions of them. But I don't think that like black and white people necessarily have those types of feelings. I don't think they inherently believe that they are what they say. There's like Rachel Dolezal, obviously, there's people like that, but I think that it's very few like real cases of I really think I'm white or I really think I'm black.
Are you
At
black?
least in my opinion.
Are you black or are you white?
Myself?
Yeah.
No, I'm black. If the question is if I'm black and white, then
are you black or you white?
Then I'm black.
You black, okay.
Now, if you ask me what I am, I'm gonna say I'm brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a good mix of sienna brown and Tuscan red. You know what I mean?
I'm white until shit hits the fan.
Nah, I'm white when it comes to I'm white when it comes to like sports and things like that.
To sports?
Yeah, because I'm a skater. You know what I mean? I've been skating since '93. That's a pretty white thing, at least to people.
Shout out to Tony Hawk and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit. I wanted to be a pro skater at once. So, for real. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is white and black? You know what I mean? When you really come down to it. In certain cases, what is even white and black? I got friends who are, pretty much alike except for our skin is just completely different. It's just the area that they're born in.
Yeah. I'm very much white and, in the meat until, my money look funny. Then it's like, nah, motherfucker, what the fuck's going on with my money?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, when I get that Wells Fargo alert, I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, hold up. I gotta get black on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, in my working life, in order to run this business, I very much.
You gotta transform into the white version of yourself.
Yo, I live in a white area. You know what I mean? There's a mix between liberal and conservative. So.
Hello, how you doing? You need your house painted today?
Yo,
we'll get this thing done in a jiffy.
I'm telling you right now, I'm really good. I say howdy. You know what I mean? Whenever I'll be like, howdy, how you doing, man? I know how to turn on that switch.
Yeah.
Just to cue in. I know that white people are. They're it's real funny. They act real funny when you actually act black around them after they like.
Oh man, they change up. They're like, hold on, he's one of the other blacks. What kind of black is he? They get really nervous. Yeah, they're like, oh, he's a real black. He wasn't speaking like that when we first met. Yeah. Once my coworkers found out I was black, they were different around me. I was like, yo, it's still cool, you know.
That's what I'm saying. When the area that we're at, I used to come down here a lot because my mother, she lives down here, and people knew me, but they didn't know me like that. We moved down here, my wife and I, and they get to know me, and they see me walking around, and they realize like, oh, he only wears black clothes. He doesn't wear any. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, he's this kind of black guy. But like I said, what does it even matter at the end of the day? If you ain't a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Rudy, if you don't like people for what they look like at this time of the year, there's something that's wrong with you.
Yeah, but I like your Thanksgiving advice. Appreciate that, man.
Facts, man. Yeah, I just wanted to drop that. I love y'all, man. Have a good holiday. I'm gonna go indoor, as they say in the ministry. I'm gonna go indoor.
All right, say less. Hotep and Bill.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill. Later.
Descendant of Loki, another 10 memberships. Appreciate you. He made me want to go watch the Loki show now. Now I want to go watch Loki. Descendant of Loki. He done came in like every other day. He done came in here throwing around memberships. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support. Hey, who the hell is this? See, you caught me. I didn't close the phone line. I was about to close it. Nero, you caught me. I was just about to close the phone lines.
What's cracking, cuz? How you doing?
What's good with him?
Man, fuck all this love today. We hating today. Yeah. Who the fuck is that wig ass nigga? What the fuck?
Who you talking about?
CIA fucking Mike. What the fuck is his name?
Oh, Mike?
Mr. Wigger Man. That nigga came. Oh man, he sound like he a CIA that COINTELPRO came on the block. Hey guys, just standing around. I'm a wigger. No, fuck all that. But all jokes aside, nigga, fuck all that race shit, nigga. It don't exist. Y'all niggas need to get out that mindset. Nigga.
It doesn't exist.
It don't exist, man. It's a construct in everybody's mind that we uphold. That's it, man. But I really wanted to call on that movie shit. He said it was what, 30 coins? 30 coins the show?
30 was it 30 coins?
On HBO? He said 30 coins, right?
Oh, yes, the Jabari. Yeah,
God.
Jabari's tweet.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 coins.
Shout out to Jabari. I'm about to check that out. But I was definitely about to say, motherfucking, watch these man. I've been watching HBO since I was a kid. My stepdad, he worked at Time Warner Cable before they fucked him over. He worked 20 years. They switched companies. His pension got fucked up, all that shit. It's hard out here. But as a kid, I used to watch all them shows and be like, damn, Westworld, motherfucking Banshee, all these, what was that one? Carrie, her name was Carrie something. She was like in the FBI. She was on Afghanistan during the whole terrorist bullshit and how the government's all messed up. That was before I went to the military. I'm like, that shit can't really be like that. Like, we gotta be fighting for freedom, you know what I'm saying? But they tell you everything in shows, man. Like, RIP Brother Panic, he was talking about a phase lambda light, and after 2020, we were going into the cusp, and we run the show now. That's why Lovecraft Country, the show on HBO, it was a Necronomicon story about white people not being able to use magic no more, and we run the shit now. But that's why the Democratic Party got all these black women to portray the reality through them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listen to them. Go get your vaccine. They put a fucking. Man, I was at the bus stop. I looked across the street at the other bus stop. They had a big old black lady, church hat, white pearls, talking about go get vaccinated. Nigga, they using the black one, you know what I'm saying? They using voter fraud, all them Black Lives Matter, man. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. Pay attention, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's crazy. But fuck the holidays, nigga. I'm broke. Niggas talking about, it's Christmas, y'all. Man, fuck all that shit, man. I'm happy I was poor during Christmas, nigga. I had to figure out why this shit is some bullshit. And if I wasn't poor, I'd still be in this fake ass fucking metaverse of thinking you gotta buy some shit on Christmas time and motherfucking Thanksgiving. And by the way, it's at the end of the financial quarter. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wall Street, man. Fuck these niggas. Buy the Patriot Report. Get some Bitcoin, Syscoin. I'm out this hoe.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep is Bill. Shaq Toshi about to call. Let's talk to Shaq Toshi. My stomach is beating me up. I ain't gonna hold you. I need like an apple and 2 tangerines in my stomach with a glass of water. I gotta be honest with you. I need some hydration. What is this? Oh, I was looking for that debate. Send it in out of batches. What is this?
Call from
Shaq Toshi.
Shaq Toshi, what up, bro?
What's going on, G?
What's good with him?
Yeah, I don't know if you I missed the earlier show. I was dealing with the babies and stuff. But you check the news with Binance?
CZ, yeah, we talked about it earlier, yep.
Talked about it earlier. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
they said they let niggas know you making money on my block. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay. We taxing that ass.
Well, I've been I'm deep into the crypto shit. Well, not really the crypto stuff, the Bitcoin stuff going on. And I think it's deeper than that, man. They had FTX is the precedent for these moves on the exchanges.
Yes.
I don't know the full extent of the way Tether's gonna play into it all, because they're buying up so many T-bills. I feel like they're setting them up to be a 2.0 too big to fail, because now that they got I should say now, but it seems like they're trying to move Binance out the way, because I don't know if you or the listeners know this, but 96% of all Bitcoin trading activity is done through CZ and them. And it's been rumored that he's been doing it to keep BNB afloat, sort of like what Sam was doing with FTX token.
Okay.
But on a much grander scale, because 96% of the trading activity is done through Binance, and they take in most of the Tether. But if you look at the requirements from the SEC on what regards to getting the Bitcoin ETF approved, you know who Dylan LeClaire is? No? You should check out some of his writing when it comes to like that SEC ETF shit that be going on. So this is what the New York Stock Exchange has been refuting when it comes to the Bitcoin ETF precedents. It's like such possible sources have included, number one, wash trading. Number two, persons with dominant positions in Bitcoin manipulating the Bitcoin pricing. Number three, hacking of the Bitcoin network and trading platforms. Obviously, three's first half is inconclusive because there's never been a hack of the network, just hack of exchanges and X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But trading platforms, agreed. Number four, malicious control of the Bitcoin network, which ties into the pricing, or miner wars, people getting the best equipment first before other miners, X, Y, and Z. Number five is trading based on material and non-public information, including the dissemination of false or misleading information. So sort of how I think it was like either a month or 3 weeks back, Cointelegraph dropped Bitcoin BlackRock ETF was approved.
Right.
With no evidence.
Right.
Well, who owns Cointelegraph?
I don't know who.
Binance CZ them. And so number 5 was a part of that. And then number 6, manipulating activity involving purported stable coins, including Tether. And number 7 was fraud and manipulation of Bitcoin trading platforms. A lot of it's repetitive, but that is the gist of it. They needed to remove this sneaky Asian motherfucker out the way because they want all the trading activity either done onshore or with trusted partners.
Correct.
But now they're going to get it to the point. That's the whole point, I feel like, was whether that man was an insurgent, what's his name, Sam Bankman-Fried, whether that guy was an insurgent set up because we know his connection to MIT, we know what his mom and daddy do and all this other shit, and how much he was donating to both the left and the right. We know this.
Yeah.
Whether he's an insurgent or not, I really don't give a damn. I feel like they threw him in there, in the loop, set the precedent for the big shark, which is what they're finally getting now, but also to like open up the doors to the CBDC, like what you've been talking about, onshoring all trading activity, but also coming out of the woodwork and then telling people, the normal population, hey, Bitcoin and certain cryptos are cool now, but you just got to go through us, baby.
Correct. Let's come back to the CZ situation.
Sure.
So they say he's manipulating the price?
Yes.
You believe that?
And wire fraud and other frauds.
Do you believe that?
Do I believe it?
That he manipulated the price?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, you gotta. I mean,
but here's the thing, though, right? Like, you can't really come out in the crypto community and be like, you know, y'all like the bitches to the whales, right? You can't come out and say that. Like, they be like ready to be mad at you because you just ruined the game for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't really tell them like, yo, you know how the whales control the stock, they control Bitcoin and other. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I thought we knew that. I thought, you know.
Yeah,
obviously, obviously, me and you know that. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of these guys, you know. But to have it pinned on CZ, is not unbelievable.
No, it's not. I mean, we can even insinuate and make an educational guess that he was just a pit stop for the whales to do the manipulation, whether they were shorting or longing. Because I think what Binance, I know Binance holds over like 100,000 Bitcoins itself as a company. I don't know how much CZ owns himself, but I know, like, you know, you're doing all like, I think you can do like 100x leverage on that damn platform, 150x leverage or some shit like that. And so, you know, they can move it whatever way because they're coming in with so many Bitcoins and doing whatever the hell they want to, setting large buy or sell orders, however it may go. And agreed, it can go that way for the manipulation. But like I think I told you on the last time I called in that it has to become a store of value first. So I don't really see as things start to onshore more and more often over time, the manipulation won't really be as
much as a factor.
As much as a factor because the price will increase in a significant amount to the point where like the BlackRock and all them, they're just going to be loving how fast it's growing and how much they can charge people on fees.
Correct.
It's a win-win for them. Why would you want the price to go down?
Yeah, you can't sell on a block.
Yeah, you can't. You could try.
You could try.
But then again, that's why I say if you look at the SEC documents where all these people are filing these Bitcoin applications, the number one thing that I've seen them changing is that they want Coinbase to be their wallet. They're like their what would you call it? What's the damn name for that shit? Custodian.
Okay. Also payment service provider, the money transmitter.
Yep. And then PayPal's getting into it. They try to come into it the legal way.
Yeah.
Because they caught some flack over that PayPal coin bullshit.
Yep.
Now they're changing that too. Now another one that left PayPal, he's like, we're setting up, basically trying to just copy Strike, and they're all just trying to do it. Now they see what's coming. They probably even know what's coming. They probably, like Mike Novogratz and them, and they had those backroom conversations with the Ethereum Foundation and all that shit. Oh, you don't know about Mike?
Mike who?
Mike Novogratz.
Nah, what happened?
Early 2000, he says 2013, 2014, Joseph Lubin, who's head of the Ethereum Foundation or Ethereum Alliance, one or the other, and there's this law firm called Perkins Coie, who has been connected to a lot of these like ICO token launches or these foundations being set up, sort of like with Avalanche, Polkadot, and a few other ones. And that's why I don't really fuck with these crypto weirdos. But yeah, Joseph Lubin and them were all having backroom conversations because it was a pre-allocated token with Ethereum. Mike Novogratz just so happened to be in the room, and he came on CNBC and was like, yeah, I got like 100,000 Ethereum at like $3 or something. It was just a great opportunity for me, and blah 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 blah. And then Raoul Paul and all these other so-called ex-hedge fund guys. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You motherfuckers aren't smart. You just happen to be with the information. You didn't see this protocol and be like, oh my God, this is the future. You saw an opportunity to make some fucking money, and you manipulated everybody in to boost your fucking bags, distracting, which I feel like, because I'm a big Bitcoin, distracting from the number one saving possibility, because I said it's a store of value first that you can catch with Bitcoin. And people will be always attracted to try to make some fast money. Nobody want to work for it no more. No one wants to take the time to sit down and learn and educate themselves anymore.
Facts.
How can I get to the bag now? I see Instagram, this TikTok guy, he's doing it, she's doing it, OnlyFans, whores, all this other shit. Everybody want that bag now. I say, bro, that fast money gonna leave just as quick as you got it.
Facts.
So why? That's another thing too. I like to preach to all my homies and stuff. I was like, bro, why not just do it right the first time? If trying to shortcut or find some loophole, all this other shit has the possibility of you fucking it all up anyway, why not just do it right the first time?
Facts. That's my philosophy. I love it. I love how you speaking.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Go off.
Bro, but I'm loving it though. I since following Dylan, man, that young man, he saw the shit. He saw the writing on the wall. Him and Will Clemente, they both saw the writing on the wall. I just started looking at all the shit they was talking about. There's a few other Twitter heads out there. Some random pseudonym people. This dude named Parrot, and Mark Cohides. I don't really know how to say his last name, but they're tracking like all the Tether fraud, because every time Tether prints some more money or makes some more coins, Bitcoin's price going up. But majority of the Tether allocation was going towards Binance. And that's what the issue is.
Binance was holding all the Tether.
Yes. And so it's okay to have, and that's why maybe the CBDC won't be, I'm not sure it's going to come out as like a Fed coin or anything like that. You said it, I think, on a stream before. You're like, it's going to be Circle. Yeah, but I don't believe that, because Circle and all those other USDC bullshits, they're not as big as Tether. So that's why I believe they the new too big to fail bank. Their government's going to swoop in. Yeah, we'll take control of this, buddy. And since they already have majority of the allocation out there and they have most of the trading activity, they're going to put the Fed stamp on it and take control of that bitch.
Yeah, I think they're going to definitely do that.
Fed. This is the new crypto Fed right here.
Yeah.
We own Tether.
I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking about that. The way Tether is just moving around the world, and people are like using this shit in Latin America and South America and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it don't make no sense to come out with a CBDC when you already got one.
Yes. And then if you look at, like, I think the financials for like the last 3 years, Tether has been, if not one, the top 3, top 5 buyers of U.S. Treasuries. Too fucking big to fail, bro.
Yeah.
If that shit goes down, who they selling the Treasuries to? Let's use our big brain, big bang thinking right now. Come on now.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take a guess. Hold on. You ready?
Go ahead.
China.
Come on now. Come on now. And then we're right back where we started. We're right back where we started. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see a lot more manufacturing and onshoring and financial obligations here at home. But it's not going to be the case, people. Let's come to reality. Let's stop playing in fantasy world. China has us by the balls, and it's going to be like that for the next 100 years. Ain't no coming around that. There's no way around it. They've already infiltrated most of Latin America. They've become buddies with the gas pump of the world, which I would say we can probably pump our own gas, but the infrastructure's already there. So why would you spend all this time, money, and investing trying to build all this shit out when it's already set up elsewhere and you can get it cheaper? Duh, people. Russia will remain the gas pump of the world. Saudi Arabia will remain the gas pump of the world. China will remain the manufacturing arm of the world. And the U.S. will just be the strong gun.
Oh, this
That's
a
the way
real
it be
hotel
until the motherfuckers catch up. And I'm of the belief that all these motherfuckers play the game together. It's all an illusion. They're not enemies. They are friends. They just pretend to be enemies to get us out here barking at each other.
Oh, this a real hotel brother.
Facts.
Look at the dinner. Look at the dinner that just happened in San Francisco. Did you see that?
The one with Biden?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it ain't about Biden. Fuck that nigga Joe. Who was there?
Everybody.
Don't even want Carlyle Group members, Tim Cook, Bill Gates, Ray Dalio, George Soros. But all you niggas was beefing. But as soon as Xi Jinping stepped down on the land of the free, we got our best suit on. Yes, monkey, jump. How high, sir? Ni hao ma.
Yo, big facts. Big fact. That's exactly how it's going down.
Because that's the way it is. And like, bro, you ain't got to believe what the fuck they saying. Look at their actions.
Yeah.
Look at what they doing.
Yeah.
Even the South African white man who run this app that we like to be on.
Elon.
What? More and more cars sold in China. That's where he gets his biggest production output from. More and more factories still opening up. You think this SpaceX shit just gonna be for America? You gotta be out your goddamn mind. If they haven't stole it by now, they gonna get it from him one way or another.
Oh man, killing Elon. Elon got Elon got them around his pinky.
For now. Now. They've always found a way.
No, I mean like his fans. Like his fans, they just not.
Oh yeah,
They've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Chinese government or some shit.
No. His fans. You tell them what you just said, and they gonna find all types of cops and pleas.
I don't give a damn about his fans. They could kiss my ass. I mean, I think some of the shit he doing is cool, and some of his stance are reasonable when he actually opens his mouth and says something smart. But let's be for real. The dude want to put a chip in your head. He want to put robots in your house. He's giving them the control and capabilities and opacity for your vehicle. Like, if this ain't some iRobot shit setting up in the making, now he making an AI for Twitter. Like, you motherfuckers got to be, excuse my French, retarded to believe that he's some type of savior or some type of Tony Stark in modern day. This is not that guy. That motherfucker is Ultron with some type of sense of humor and personality. The motherfucker not trying to put no safety net around the world. He's trying to put a cage around this bitch. Come on now, let's talk big brain shit, man. You think those space flights on Starship is gonna be for us? It's for 100 motherfuckers and $250,000 a ticket. It ain't for you, motherfucker. It ain't for me and you. It ain't for the audience. It ain't for any normal pleb on Twitter or X or Instagram, OnlyFans model, rapper, singer, dancer, monkey. It ain't for none of y'all. If shit go wrong and nukes start blasting off, nigga, they out of here. You seen Don't Look Up? Yes, they're out of here.
And
then they'll be back when shit cool down. Talking about, oh, we want to increase, we want to decrease travel time so you can save time. You ain't saving my time, nigga. You trying to get this motherfucking billionaire from Los Angeles to Tokyo in 45 minutes. That shit ain't for me.
Big facts. Big facts.
I'm still going to be flying commercial. Probably business or some shit, but it ain't going to be on one of them rockets.
Elon rocket not for us.
No, none of them for us. Not a single person with more than 7 zeros in their bank account or on their net worth is for you. Sorry, buddy. Sorry to burst your bubble, but they're not. They're not. That's the truth. You are for you. You just got to use the shit they allow you to use for the best of your ability to maximize your output, your time, and gain more money for your life. But hey, all that shit for the birds for me.
Oh, this a real
I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do none of it. I'm not into no other degenerate activity. I'm not doing none of that. I am perfectly sane, healthy. I am not suicidal. That is the way it is.
I fucks with the call. That's why I let you in.
I appreciate it. I see you while you would close the phone line, and I got the text. I was like, oh, shit, okay. Let me go ahead and speak my piece, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Absolutely. All right,
Hey, tell
man.
old boy stop hating on Mike, man. Let him spread that love, bro. We need more love around here.
You said what?
Homeboy was hating on Mike, talking about fuck all that love shit. He was an op and all that. Like, man, come on now. We need more love. Fuck all that hating shit.
Yeah.
If you got hate, it's supposed to be these motherfuckers with all the controlling mechanisms over the world. Don't hate your neighbor.
Yeah.
You gonna need that motherfucker one day.
Yeah. Hate the lizards if you're going to hate something.
Man, you said the lizard people?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. The Phoenician overlords, the Baal worshippers, the adrenochrome drinking criminals. Oh, yeah, we know about them. You know, the queen was related to Cleopatra. That's her great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother.
That's what they say.
That is what they say. It ain't just what they say. You can go ahead and look at Britannica.eu or whatever the fuck the website is. It tell you right there. You read one of their books, they tell you. They own that shit. The Roman Empire never died. It expanded.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Big fact.
I was telling my wife this. One more thing. I was telling my wife this the other day. I'm like, yo, ain't shit changed but the internet and the cell phone. You think freedom got more free because you got a whip that can go 120 miles, 200 miles an hour. You can hop on a plane. You can go eat at any other diner that you want to. The walls have just expanded, my brother.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new. I said, you look at China, they still call themselves a dynasty. Mao, Zhao, now the Ping dynasty. You look at most of them European countries over there, they still got kings and queens, princes, princesses. I say, you think a prime minister really running that motherfucker? No, the person who has the biggest bank account run that motherfucker. North Korea is still a dynasty. He said when he done, his daughter gonna take over. I support Kim Jong-un. You do your thing over there, man. Well, you look at most of these goddamn presidents, they cousins somewhere in some shape and form.
Yeah. Obama related to the Bushes. Yeah. I think he's from the same bloodline.
That little nephew.
Yeah.
They saw him or Hillary. They're like, no, I'd rather have my nephew in control. And he's a man. Fuck that woman. She let her husband cheat on her in the White House? What a disgraceful slut.
Pass that on to the next cousin.
Bro, pass it off to the next cousin. That's why they was tripping out when the carrot man got in there. They're like, oh, he ain't family. Who is this nigga? They couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe it so much they changed the voting requirements, the laws. They locked us down. They forced us to get a shot. They gave us some money to look the other way, and then voila, they gave it right back to cousin them.
Oh, you talking about Ukraine and Israel?
Yeah, Ukraine, Israel, Joe Biden. You know, he ain't really family, but he like the friend who always been around. Like we grew up with him. We weren't really hanging around with him, but we know his family now. Yeah, Miss Body, she stay around the corner, right? She got that form? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll let her in. You know, connected to them big wealthy motherfuckers over there in Delaware. I forgot the family's name. What's the family name over there in Delaware?
Koch, right?
No, it's something else.
No,
it might be though. Yeah. They donated the most to this motherfucker's campaign his first 20 years. And probably still do now.
Oh, no, not Cope. You talking about somebody else.
It's another family. But yeah, man, ain't nothing changed. It's a lot of crowns still walking around this motherfucker, and they all attached to the same empire. They just got their little parcel that they got to take care of.
Absolutely. You're going to have to take care of your little citadel, your little piece.
I appreciate you letting me call in, though.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate the call. Great insight as always.
Yes, sir.
Hotep Jesus. He's shutting the phone lines down. He put it on Smash. Senator Loki says, just in case I missed the live tomorrow, have a great Thanksgiving with the fam, bro. Hey, appreciate you, bro. The Senator Loki's still the number one chatter on this bitch. Still the number one super chatter on here. Shout out to the Senator Loki. Shout out to all the people related to Loki. Justine Ellison, $10. Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting in the pot. Opinionated Junkie said, Ye song Vultures offensive to the redacted. Was it? Vultures. Is that the new one? The one he got with that kid? I can't remember what he said on there. Vultures. I remember Wolves. Wolves was dope. Yeah, that was a great caller. Yeah. Shaq Toasty always kills it. Anytime he calls and he always kills it. Great, phenomenal insight. Just raw honesty. You know, and you know, he just came in here and just fucking dropped red pills all over the place. Like, here, motherfucker, take this one and take this one, and here's another red pill, and here's another red pill. You know, it was just dropping red pill after red pill. And for some people, they're hard. Those red pills are hard to swallow. Pause. But he right. If you know anybody that would try to refute what he just said, seriously, like not as a thought experiment, but just period, like really believe the opposite of what he said, they might not make it. They might not make it to them bullet trains he was talking about. He might not make it on Elon's spaceship out of here. HBTY tomorrow. Yes, HBTY tomorrow. Has been told you tomorrow. Make sure you get the 2.0 Monday night episode we recorded last night. That's on the pin chat. Something else is going on where it's not like saving the chat. It's like saying the chat is not available after the stream. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to look into that. But yo, all right, we out of here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in.
How'd you get that done so quick? gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.